The Battle of Sanhe was a major engagement of the Taiping Rebellion, occurring in 1858. During this battle, the crack troops of Zheng Guofan's Hunan army were lost, along with one of its most capable commanders, Li Zubin. Prelude. In August 1858, the Taiping army took Luzhou, modern-day Anhui, and the imperial governor of Hunan Guangdong Guangwing ordered Li Zubin to counterattack by taking the cities and towns of Tongcheng, Shusheng, and Taihu. Imperial Jianning Zhen Du Xing'er and Li Zubin consequently led over 10,000 troops and attacked Anhui from Hubei. On September 22, imperial troops took Taihu. Afterwards, Li Zubin led 8,000 troops to continue the attack northward. On September 27, Li Zubin's imperial army took Qiarshan. On October 13, they took Tongcheng, and on October 24, Shusheng. On November 3, after leaving behind 2,000 soldiers to guard the newly conquered towns, Li Zubin led the remaining 6,000 imperial troops to the outskirts of Sanhe town, around 25 kilometers southeast of Shusheng. Sanhe town was located on the western shore of Lake Chao and was an important barrier of Luzhou and also an important transportation hub to supply provisions for both Luzhou and Nanjing. The city lacked a wall, so the Taiping army constructed a new wall and, in addition, built a total of 9 forts outside the newly built wall. The Taiping commander in charge of defending Sanhe town was Wu Dinghua. On October 24, Chen Yusheng had just succeeded in taking Lua and received the news that Sanhe town was being besieged by imperial troops. Realizing the importance of the town, Chen Yusheng decided to reinforce Sanhe and asked Hong Juquan to send Li Zhusheng to strengthen the Taiping forces. Chen's request was granted. The nearby Nine Rebellion also sent 40,000 troops to strengthen the Taiping forces. Battle. On November 7, imperial troops attacked the Taiping army's forts on 3 fronts. 6 battalions attacked Taiping forts in the regions of Henan Boulevard and Mousetrap. 3 battalions attacked Taiping forts in the region of Water Buddhist Nunnery and Crystal Buddhist Nunnery. 2 battalions attacked Taiping forts in the region of Jujiayu. 2 battalions personally led by Li Zubin acted as a reserve force. After heavy casualties on both sides, the Taiping army abandoned all 9 forts and retreated to safety behind the city walls. On November 7, Chen Yusheng's force reached Sanhe and set up camp in Golden Ox Town, just south of Sanhe town. A week later, Li Zhusheng's force also reached Sanhe town and camped in the region of White Stone Mountain. The Taiping army in Sanhe region totaled more than 100,000 men, and Li Zubin's staff officers suggested that the imperial force should withdraw to Tongcheng temporarily, since there were only 6,000 of them. Li Zubin refused and subsequently moved all of his forces into the newly taken forts to set up defensive positions. Realizing the enemy had numerical superiority and he could not hold out for long, Li Zubin decided to launch a preemptive strike against Chen Yusheng's force. Unbeknownst to the imperial troops, however, the Taiping army had already laid an ambush for them. At dawn on November 16, the imperial army clashed head-on with the vanguard of Chen Yusheng's Taiping army, which lured the entire 7 battalions of imperial troops into the ambush. Over half of the 7 battalions were killed and the remainder were surrounded. Li Zubin sent out another 4 battalions to rescue the surrounded imperial troops and personally led several dozen charges against the Taiping army positions, but all were beaten back with heavy loss of life. Taiping army units under Li Zhusheng's command went out to support Chen Yusheng, and Wu Dinghua's forces behind the city wall also sallied forth to attack the imperial army. Li Zubin had to retreat back to the forts with the surviving imperial troops in an attempt to hold their positions and await reinforcements. However, the 15,000 men of the Imperial Green Standard Army were delayed and played no part in the battle. The Imperial Army was severely weakened and 7 out of 9 forts fell in a short time. Even the fort where Li Zuban's headquarters was located found itself under siege. As Li Zuban attempted a breakout, he was killed in the fierce battle. Zheng Guofan's younger brother Zheng Guofa was also killed, and both Li and Zheng's bodies were never found. By November 18 the battle was over. Aftermath. After their victory at Sanhe, Chen Yusheng and Li Ziusheng continued their offensive southward, and the Imperial Army had to abandon Shusheng and withdrew to Tongcheng. On November 24, Li's and Chen's Taiping troops took Tongcheng. Imperial forces under the command of Jianing Zhen Duzing are besieging Anqing risked being cut off from behind, and the siege had to be abandoned on November 27 with the Imperial Army withdrawing to Jusong via Shipai. The Taiping Army subsequently retook Qiashan and Taihu. Outcome: the Imperial defeat at Sanhe was a major setback. Not only were the newly conquered towns lost again, but the siege of Anqing was also relieved. In addition, the Taiping Army expanded its territory as a result of the victory. The 6,000-strong imperial force represented the empire's crack troops, and their loss would take a long time to recover from. This would have a severe impact on future operations against the Taiping rebels.